Hello there, guys. So today's latest event is the Machina of Destruction trial. It's the robot trial that people have been talking about for quite a while now. It's supposed to be really hard and, extremely challenging, but we're going to give it a try. This is my first attempt going in, and I'm going to show you the team I'm going to use. It's going to be Tillith, geared for healing. Now she has enough mana and magic regen to cast her full heal every single round without running out of mana. So that's going to be her goal. Warrior of Light is going to be for tanking, as well as doing spirit breaks for the damage dealers. And he's geared for high survival, and that's his primary role. Riku is here for the limit break she does, which is a re-raise on the entire team, as well as her mitigation abilities, Hyper Null All she can use. And she's got a little bit of mana regen as well to help out. Maxwell is going to be eating the instant death attacks, or the one-hit kill from the left arm attack, because she's geared for the highest attack of the team I'm bringing, and Maxwell has a self re-raise, so I'll be using that for, to help give the rest of the team time to do other things. Ace is going to be for team mana regen, as well as contributing a little bit of damage when possible, but later in the fight he's going to be mostly for his mana regen. And then for the damage, it's going to be a friend, Frievia, because Frievia deals, in this setup, she deals primarily magic damage, and because the boss can be spirit broken, that should deal pretty good damage. And then the main body is weak to ice, which will help once we get to that point. All of the arms do resist ice, but with her in peril, it kind of goes to a neutral. So let's give it a try. Alright, so I'm going to be doing it the slow way, and I'm going to be trying to do all the missions in one go. So we'll see how well that turns out. But I'll be killing the arms before trying to burst down the body. Alright, so first thing, Maxwell is going to Sacred Song to get her what's it called? Her re-raise. Alright, Warrior of Light is going to break the Spirit. For the first turn, Tillith doesn't have much to do, so we're just going to do a stat buff or a little bit of damage in the beginning. Alright, Riku is going to set up Sympathist to begin her rotation of mitigation and limit bursts. Alright, and for the first turn, we're just going to deal some damage with Ace. And Frievia will start her damage. Okay. That was painful. Well, in that case, Riku is going to revive Tillith because she died. Maxwell will Sacred Song herself again. Alright. Warrior of Light will provoke. Alright, and these two will just repeat themselves. Okay. It's not what I expected, but let's see. We're going to revive everyone again with Riku. And Tillith will do a full heal on everyone. Alright. I think we're going to go ahead and just a little bit of mana regen with Ace. And Maxwell will just punch because she already has her re-raise. Okay, there we go. Everyone's alive at this point. So now we can do Riku's Limit Burst. That'll give re-raise for the whole team. Alright, and the boss did something. What did he do? Boost defense? I'm not worried about that. Alright, so Tillith will full heal. Warrior of Light will refresh the brakes. And let's see, Ace will wildcard, Frievia will Crossfire Blitz, and Maxwell doesn't really have anything to do. Buddhist Punch. Okay, there we go. Nice. Let's see. So Riku, can she do her? No, it wore off. Okay, so simp this. We can't do Hyper Null All at this point. Alright, Maxwell is going to Sacred Song herself. Let's see. So the bosses needed a spell. Let's see. Let's heal first. Actually, we can't dispel this turn. Oh well. Break their stats again. And these two will attack. I might have to skip. Yeah, I'm gonna have to skip the no magic mission, unfortunately. Well, actually, I'll use Phoenix Downs. Let's see if we can keep that mission going for now. Alright, let's go ahead and get Hyper Null going. And Maxwell will Sacred Song himself. Go for full heal. And everybody's good on mana, so Ace will do a little bit of damage to the left arm. Okay, nice. So now Maxwell can do a Dispel to get rid of that buff they have. Where is it? Rune. And that will also let me, let's see, Radiant Light. And Riku is going to do her Hyper Mighty G for re-raise on the team again. Alright, and let's get some damage going again. Wild Card and Crossfire Blitz. Nice, very nice. Alright, let's Synthesis. Maxwell will Sacred Song. And the rest of these will just do the thing. Now, hopefully they adjusted it where I don't have to kill this arm 10 times, because that's going to be a long fight if that's the case. Alright, so they have their buffs again. So we're going to Rune and Dispel with Maxwell. And re-raise with the Riku. And we're gonna just repeat. Okay. So it's Hyper Null and re-raise with Maxwell. And Ace is going to switch to mana regen for a little bit to refill Maxwell. Let's see. We don't need a re-raise. We're going to refresh Synthesis, and Maxwell will re-raise himself. And we will continue DPSing the arm very slowly. Okay. Let's see. So we need to re-raise again. And I think Ace can go back to DPSing for now. Alright. Re-raise, Hyper Null. And DPS. Alright, we need to dispel that buff. Maxwell. Re-raise with Riku. This fight's very exciting. Not really. Alright, let's do a mana regen this turn with Ace. Riku's going to Synthesis. Maxwell will Sacred Song. Ace will go back to damage this round. Do they have the stat buff? They do not. Alright. So we're going to Hyper Null all. Sacred Song. Ace is going to limit first. Alright, so now they have the buff that needs to be dispelled. Alright, so Maxwell is going to handle it with the spell. Riku will re-raise. Break. Go ahead and do a Spirit Hand with Ace, just to get a little bit of mana back. Re-raise, Synthesis. Wild card, and repeat. There we go. Arm dead. Alright. And the arm has returned. Welcome back. I guess we do have to kill it 10 times. Alright, so no one wants to see me kill this arm 10 times in a row, so I'm going to fast forward to the 10th time of killing the arm, and then we'll work on the right arm after that. Alright guys, welcome back. It has been a long time, but after killing that left arm 10 times, I am finally dead. It is finally dead for good, and it is time to work on the right arm. So, during that time, I failed the mission for the no spellcasting, or no magic, because Warrior of Light had to resurrect people multiple times with his raise spell. But it's more important to finish the trial than it is to worry about all the missions. So first thing though, I am going to, now that the left arm is dead, I can use lightning damage, and one of the missions is to summon Ramu. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now before I forget about it. There. So that mission is complete, thankfully. And I've, of course, used many limit bursts, so that mission is also complete. So now we just need to finish the trial. So, let's see. We're going to synthesis, and actually, I no longer need to worry about instant kills, so I can begin provoking with Warrior of Light, which is useful. Alright, so the right arm, it does need to die a few times. I don't remember how many times. But this should be a little bit easier now that we don't have to worry about the auto kill every single round. What an annoyance that was. Alright. So Maxwell is going to go ahead and dispel those buffs. And we're going to break some armor again. And do some damage to the left arm. Or the right arm. Of course, it's my left, but his right. Limit burst, break armor again, and then just repeat. Try to refresh that taunt. Actually, Maxwell will use Nemesis. Most of Maxwell's abilities are, of course, holy damage, which the boss is immune to. So she's not really going to be too useful for the rest of the encounter, but she served her purpose, dying about 147 times. I think next round, Ace gonna have to swap to using mana regen for a while. Frievia is running kind of low. I'm noticing the only person that really needs a mana regen on this team is the friend Frievia. And if that Frievia had equipped, some auto refresh or something, I probably could have just left out the mana regen on Ace completely and gone up 2 pure DPS. But of course, no one equips their friend unit with mana regen. It's all about those big DPS numbers. Whatever. This is working. It is working slowly. Good news is, once we get to the main body, he has a natural weakness to ice damage, whereas the arms have resistances. So it should be going a lot quicker once the main body is the only thing left. This really is very repetitive. But the rewards are nice. The Fist and Fist Mastery. Need Ace to proc some more of those high roll mana regens. We can go back to DPSing. Alright. So the first time the arm goes to the right arm goes to half life, he heals himself for a lot. Well, a lot being relative. But as you saw, he only does that heal on himself one time though. So thankfully he won't be healing any longer. Ace is going to go ahead and use his limit burst. A bit of extra damage. Then I'll go back to mana regening until free heavy is full. I think I'm going to use Maxwell's normal attack instead. The chain's slightly better. I don't think he's really dealing any meaningful damage either way. Nemesis is only like a 1.4 mod or something. I don't remember, but it's not very high. He buffed himself yet? Not yet. Let's go ahead and do a taunt instead. Oh, come on, Ace. Give me a high roll for that mana regen. Alright, there's their buff. Gotta dispel that. Maxwell has been useful for her innate AoE dispel, of course. The usual strategy is to bring someone with Bushido Freedom to do the dispels. But because Maxwell has it naturally, I was able to just give him or her an extra hit point material instead. There we go, MP Mega Charge. That's plus 140. Okay, so now Ace can go back to helping DPS. Speed this up a little bit. Free of you is back to full mana. Yeah, people have been saying that this trial is impossible without enhanced Ramza and all that, but it's been going pretty well so far. We'll see how it goes once I get to the final body part, but I think it's going to be okay. Definitely a long trial. Doing it this way at least. There's also a strategy where you can just burst the body down immediately and ignore the arms if you have enough DPS. And I thought about giving that an attempt, trying it that way, but I'm not sure my DPS on my team is quite high enough to do that. So I figure do it the slow way, but the safe and secure way. Because doing it this way, I know my team has the ability to win this way. Of course, I did fail the no magic mission, so I'm going to have to come back eventually. I think when I come back, I'm going to maybe wait a while till I pull some new units later on and try to burst the body down. Do it the quicker way. So it's just a 4-turn rotation. When he buffs himself, Dispel, reapply the brakes. Riku just rotates her 3 abilities: Synthesis, Limit Break, and Hyper Null All. Whereas Freevia and Tillith have done nothing this entire encounter except Full Heal and Frostflower Blitz. Whereas an Ace will alternate between Wild Card, Limit Burst, and Spirit Hand. Oh, I repeated Rune on Maxwell. I dispelled his Spirit Break. Whoops. Oh well, I'll reapply it next turn. It certainly is safer now that Warrior of Light can do his taunt. He couldn't taunt for the previous... Or wait a minute, I need a break again. He couldn't taunt in the earlier part of the fight because of the... he didn't want to eat the auto kill from Maxwell, and taunts will interfere with that. It usually goes to the highest attack member in the team, but taunts can override that, and I didn't want to do that. So there were quite a few random deaths where the boss would punch and kill someone just with his regular attacks, because the rest of the team can't really take more than one a turn. But it all worked out okay. But that is why I failed the no magic mission, because Warrior of Light had to resurrect people that would just get killed by the punch or the normal attacks. Alright, right arm is almost dead for the first time. Now, I do know you have to kill the right arm at least twice, might be more, I don't remember. But once I kill it a single time, I'm going to just cut the video and repeat this very monotonous over and over until the right arm is dead for good. And then I will resume the video for the final body part. But let's go ahead and get our first right arm kill in real quick. Maybe this will be it. Nice. Okay, so there's the first right arm dead. I think he's going to resummon it. There it is. Yep. Alright, and I will repeat those 10 minutes of Similar motion, follow the rhythm. Alright, see y'all when the right arm is dead for good. Alright guys, welcome back for the third time. I have killed the right arm 3 times, which was much safer and easier than killing the left arm. Just long and boring, tedious. But it's now dead, so the only thing left is the boss, and he has no buffs to worry about. I don't care about reflect magic, I don't use magic. Okay, so now we begin the boss. Now he has thresholds, I believe at 70, 50, and 30, but it warns you that he's charging up some kind of beam or whatever. And we will deal with those when they come. So for now, we're going to refresh Taunt, Hyper Null All, Frost Blitz, Wild Card, and Maxwell will just be punching. Now, I will not be using mana regen on Ace any longer. He's going to be pure DPS from here on out. Maxwell will just be tossing potions and ethers as needed, because Maxwell, there's no more buffs to dispel, there's no more beams to taunt, so Maxwell is completely served her purpose at this point. She's now going to play Alchemist. Alright, let's get that. Let's go ahead and refresh the armor break, and we'll just attack. Alright. But yeah, so how do you pronounce his name? Aegon? Whatever, the robot. The robot is dying a little quicker now because he is weak to ice damage. And Frievia does ice, and with her Imperil that's stacked with it, she's doing basically double damage. Alright, let's go ahead and start tossing these ethers. Let's use cheap ethers first, because nah, let's not be cheap. Let's use turbo ethers. You can still buy those in a store. Alternate Taunt. We have Hyper Null All already, so let's refresh Synthesis. And Ace's Limit Burst does more than Wild Card, so let's use that. Back to using Wild Card. Actually, no, it's time for Hyper Null All. And then just repeat. So it is still a little bit slow. Of course, only having like 1.5 DPS will do that. Ace can do really well damage if you're using, his Tri-Beam and exploiting elemental weaknesses and imperils and all that, but for this fight I decided to set him up more as a support unit, so his damage is kind of low right now. I'm going to assume this fight gets a little more interesting in the last half, because then he begins adding in that super attack that I forgot the name of it, but we will see it when it comes. Hyper Null All. And just basically keep repeating. Alright, so Frievia is topped up on mana with those turbo ethers. I can let Maxwell just punch for damage for now. Fresh Synthesis. Punch with Maxwell and repeat. Alright, so this might be the first threshold. We gotta look for the boss's charging or something. No, not yet. think it's time for an armor refresh. This fight's been going on so long, I'm zoning out, losing track of what abilities I used when. The light is concentrating. Okay, so this is his special attack. Now, supposedly you can hit him with water damage, and it'll lower the damage of the attack. But I'm just gonna guard everyone. Well, everyone that can guard. Because Riku is busy with Hyper Null. And Warrior of Light. Yeah, he's gonna guard too. Until it has to heal. So, let's see what happens. I do have re-raise. So, if anything terrible happens, I should be okay. World Destroyer. Alright. Please don't be terrible. Looks cool. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Is that all it does for the turn? Okay, okay, so that's all he does. Then re-raise. That will never kill me with re-raise. Perfect. And Phil can heal that back up. Oh, very nice. Alright, let's put that re-raise right back up. Hyper Mighty G. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and refresh a taunt. And we'll go back to damage. Actually, he's not armor, he's not spear broken anymore, so I'm just gonna wild card for now. Actually, some of my members don't have the Hyper Null mitigation buff right now, so that could be bad, because they died. But it's okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that back up. Ooh, I can't yet. Gotta synthesis. That should be fine. Alright, so let's break his armor. There we go. And now Ace is going to use his jackpot shot. And repeat. Alright, so as you can see, Riku and Tillifer get hit a little bit harder. But now we're getting Hyper Null back. Perfect. Okay, so we should be good. Let's go ahead and provoke. Get his wild card going again. So this is pretty much the fight for the rest of it. Below 50%, he begins doing that World Destroyer as part of his just rotation or whatever. But as long as it's only that one attack for the turn, it should be fine. And refresh this. And repeat. Alright, so the next World Destroyer comes at 50%, which is pretty close. Let's Maxwell start tossing ethers to free Evia. And let's do a Hyper Null. Alright, so this might be the charge up turn. Let's see. Yep, light is concentrating. Okay. We've got KO resist. Oh, that is the wrong spell. Radiant Light. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and guard these guys. Let's refresh. Let's refresh Hyper Mighty G. Yeah, because they've gone back and forth about how buffs wear off at my turn, they wear off on their turn. I want to make sure that there is no chance of that re-raise not being active for this. And of course, because I gave Riku some limit burst increasing materia, she'll get it back within 2 turns. Okay, so it's gonna probably kill. Yep, killed them. Oh, it killed a bunch of people. Not a problem. Alright, so go synthesis this. Let's go ahead and refresh Taunt with Warrior of Light. And Ace died, so he lost his Hyper Null, so he's going to guard this round. Alright. Just to be safe. Put up the Hyper Mighty G. Alright, so now that we have re-raise again, I'm not quite as worried. Put the wild card. And break the armor again. Maxwell's going to start feeding ethers to Frievia again. Oh, actually Ace has limit break, let's do that. Hyper Null back up. There we go. We now have the full line of mitigation active. And wild card. And repeat. So I believe he can begin using the World Destroyer attack just at will. But he does do the warning beforehand, so we always know it's coming. But he's going to do it for sure at 30%. Once we eventually get there. Fresh Hyper Null again. Okay, here it comes. So light is concentrating. Excellent. I wish he didn't attack this turn, because then we could guard kill it as well. Alright, so we're going to guard. Riku is going to sacrifice herself for the team to refresh that, while Tilith will heal. Alright, time for World Destroyer. It's really cool looking, actually. Goodbye, Riku. Yep, Philip 2. And Ace. Alright, so Philip is going to heal. Riku is going to set up Synthesis. Warrior of Light is going to refresh Taunt. Maxwell will continue feeding ethers to Previa, who will Crossflower Blitz, and Ace will guard. Ace really doesn't need a guard, I don't think. Probably should have just attacked with him. Yeah, I think Ace can attack it. Well, He's at almost half life while guarding, so no, he's gonna wait for his buff to come back from now on. Alright, so get the re-raise back up. Let's break attack and magic. Or the spirit. Wild card and repeat. Hyper null. There we go. All the mitigation is back. He has his limit burst. So this is going to push him to 30, and I believe this is going to be another World Destroyer attack. Maybe. Maybe not. No, I guess not. That's fine. Hyper Mighty G. Wild card. Do I have any ethers left? No, it's all the ethers. How's her mana? She can use a little more. Use my last turbo ether. Keeping it on the cheap. Provoke. And of course I have elixirs and all that if need be for Evia, who is very mana hungry. Alright, light is concentrating, so here comes the World Destroyer. And this is the last one for 30%. The last threshold one, that is. So they all guard. Philip has to heal. And we just did the limit break. Talent Hyper Null is not available. Well, in that case, may as well just guard with her. Because if she dies, the synthesis goes away anyway, so it'd be the same result. At least this way she survives. And can put up Hyper Mighty G right away. Perfect. Alright, Philip will heal. Warrior of Light will refresh his provoke. And because we all have our re-raise protection again, I'm not scared. I will just attack with everybody. Almost there. Because of the Guardian and all, it threw off my rotation with my buffs, so I don't have the Hyper Null All mitigation currently. And I've got to sympathize for it too, so it won't be up until next turn. We're okay though. We've got the re-raise in case he goes crazy on somebody. And now Hyper Null All. Let's back up. Excellent. Refresh taunt and repeat. Like 2 or 3 more rounds we should have this. Pew pew zing. It's a good thing too. This fight has been going on forever and I am hungry. Alright. Fresh limit burst and repeat. Okay, so here comes her, the super attack from the boss. And Riku can guard. And heal. Alright. So Philip will die, but he has re-raise, so it's not a problem. World Destroyer. I'm so sad that I'm not going to get that materia from the No Magic mission, but Yeah, I had no choice. Had to use magic. Oh, multiple deaths. Ouch. But that's why we brought Riku. Hyper Mighty G. Very nice. Alright. So Warrior of Light still has taunt, so we can break his armor, speed this up a little bit. Light. Ace has his Limit Burst, Ryoko has Frost Flower, and Maxwell will punch. Can I still do Hyper No Wall? No, we're off. Alright. Synthesis. Refresh Taunt. Swap to Wild Card. And let's go. I'm using Wild Card instead of Tri-Laser Beam for the protection because it gives him Blink. Tri-Laser Beam does... I think the low roll on Tri-Laser does less than Wild Card, whereas all the other 3 rolls do more, and of course the big roll does way more. But this fight's almost over. Let's swap the Tri-Beam or Tri-Laser. The screen turned white. It's a low roll. Should have stuck with Wild Card. Oh, well. Okay. Good enough. Trial is defeated. I wonder how long that took. It was like 3-4 hours. I forgot what time I started. Ugh. That was a long trial, though. Stage clear. Aegonon's arm. Of course, I have no units to even really use that right now, but eventually. And no magic sigh. Have to come back for that. But that will be waiting until I have a team that is strong enough to one-shot the body, because, yeah, I don't want to do that again the long way. Alright, good luck to the rest of you.